that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then basic cast. Remember, a surprise Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso!
Good form.
I know.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your
Protego!
first duel.
Leviosa! Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel. When all of my students with us again.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
Levioso.
Class is dismissed.
Lumos. Revelio. Oh.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Revelio.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower. Till next time.
Levioso. Revelio.
Oh, my exams.
Revelio.
Well met.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Lumos.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
I'd spend all day in the Great Hall if I could.
Black noticed a scuff on his shoe the other day.
And then the
Revelio.
the goblins in the
Goblins,
uprising.
werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies.
Revelio.
Professor Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Revelio.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and release. Very good! Happens to the best of us. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but splendid! That's it! Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Here we go. Phew. Quite impressive. Be sharp. There we go.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Splendid!
Watch this. I will get you back for that.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd... Spells cast.
I find I'm...
Is Ouagadougou a
It's... And then...
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than...
Ouagadougou, but it never seemed...
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Bestie. Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but...
Revelio! You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did.
Well, an outdoor competition.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best at...
Thank you, Professor. I enjoy...
Miss Onai is always a... Now, Professor Weasley, expect to hear from me soon regarding...
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. Hope your first day's going well. You so...
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
Well, better see to my charms homework.
Revelio!
I'm convinced that behind her rather stodgy exterior, Professor Weasley has some rather marvelous adventures. My brother just...
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
Revelio. 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 Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I prefer the three broomsticks to the Hog's Head. Sirona's a much better conversationalist than the Trout.
Revelio.
Fear not, my young comrades in arms. For I am of stout heart and will not.
Accio.
I'd swear we'd be more uplifted than
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio.
You can get all sorts of clothes. Very powerful, I'd imagine. I can't say I feel the need for that sort of
thing. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio.
You'll soon learn that Kagawa's techniques are lacking.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
Foolish is to get caught flying away from school grounds.
Aha! So you confess.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with...
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid...
Possibly. But where's the fun? I collect the books and remove the charm myself. Our meet told Madame Scribner perhaps you could get them for me.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they...
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the...
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, if you could collect them and bring them to me...
I'm going to have to use Accio to get off those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Accio! Revelio! Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Relief to finally have an answer.
Hello, Cressida.
Oh, what a relief! I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hand.
Unless you want your classmates to...
Oh, you're not at all...
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida.
Well, lesson learned. Now, to work out where I went. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my... Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
All I can say.
Revelio.
Powers should be kept in the oldest pure. Wouldn't want risk.
Revelio.
Just when I think I'm finished, I remember another sin. Delve into the parchment.
Revelio. Accio.
I asked him to car to tutor me in
Revelio.
but he refused. I'm a lot cool.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. 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 Levioso.
Lumos.